Hey guys, welcome back and welcome to another episode of Meet the Gardener, Meet the Farmer. Today we are here in Washington with my good friend Camille. I'm so happy to be here.
Glad you're here.
Yes, so funny story, Camille and I met in person for the first time in Chelsea last year, and it was complete accident. Like we saw each other in a group of friends and we're like, Camille, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's her. We were friends on social
Yes.
media,
Yeah.
but we hadn't met yet. So it took us meeting in person.
All the way half across the world.
Exactly, exactly.
That's
And
great.
yeah, I was so just
Mm.
excited to learn more about Camille. I haven't seen her garden before. We've been planning this tour for a year
Mhm.
and it's been just back and forth scheduling issues. And it's okay though, because what happened is you have some new additions in the garden that
Mhm.
you guys are going to see, I think for the
Mhm.
first time, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Which I'm so excited about. I haven't walked around yet. Camille said, do you want to like walk around first? And I'm like, no.
You want to be
I
surprised,
want to be
huh?
surprised. And just as we were pulling up, I was like, how am I going to get through this? We're going to get through it though
Okay.
together.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, we are going to jump right in and learn
Mm.
more about Camille and her beautiful garden and all of the incredible plants in this garden.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Before we really jump into the plants, can we talk a little bit about how you developed the space? Was this all grass when you moved in?
Most of it was,
Okay.
right. And actually always looked really nice. It's just it had the former owner had a lot of beautiful conifers and Japanese maples, which is great. But the rest of it was more like foundation plants and a lot of lawn in the front, sides, back. So a lot of potential for a plant gig to improve upon it. But because of the trees that were existing, anything I did didn't look brand new or whatever. So I was just really happy
Yeah.
to have that at least to start with. So thanks to the former owner.
Yeah, you had a really great canvas to start out with, it sounds like. When did you guys purchase this property,
It's
this home?
2011 we moved in.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, and then in 2015 we lost a big Douglas fir. It was one of the original ones to the neighborhood, and heartbreaking. And it left a big
Mm,
crater and an open space, and it just looked
yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, what do we do? And almost everyone, I mean, at that point, I was really getting into got the gardening bug and all of that.
Yeah.
And most people kind of focus on the back because there's the privacy and the view back there. But I was thinking, well, this is half of our property, and I want to make it welcoming, for the people coming in. And plus, it was just ugly. So it was time to fix it. And so 2015, we put a pergola and then created a little berm for some height and interest. And then the next year, it was a pond and little
Yeah.
waterfall and stream. It was kind of like not what you're supposed to do. You're
Oof.
supposed to kind of get a whole plan, do the hardscape, plan it out,
Uh-huh.
all that, and do in the correct order. And it was more like my vision, what inspired me, what our budget was,
Yeah.
all of that. So
I love that. I love the honesty behind that because
yeah.
we're the same way. It's like, well, I have money to do this, so that's what I'm going to do. And then, I'll
Uh-huh.
bring rocks and all of those foundation pieces later, doing
Exactly.
it differently. So let's walk through
Yeah.
here. So this design, would you say like your garden is very like Pacific Northwest? Because there's just a mixture of everything.
Right. And I did try to orient it. I learned a lot about plants through a lot of the different organizations that I belonged to and
Sure.
joined, and found out that, it would be kind of silly to put water hogs or shade lovers out here with a hot afternoon sun.
Right.
So I concentrated. I also met a neighbor who was the first president of the American Conifer Society. He got me into conifers and dwarf conifers. So I started
Hmm.
doing that because they're drought tolerant. And the good thing about conifers, a lot of people just think of gloomy Doug firs, but
Yeah.
you can come out here in the winter and it's really not that radically different. A lot of the trees, of course, are deciduous, but
Hmm.
you're going to see the golds, the greens, the blues of the conifers, and
Yeah.
it's never going to look barren or unwelcoming.
Sure.
There's always something out here. And then other things that thrived, of course, were agaves,
Hmm.
and some of them are hardy out here in the Northwest as long as they drain properly.
Yeah.
And then I've got some eucomis there that do well out here, yuccas, some
Wow.
ginkgos. It's kind of a mix, of course. And I'm
Sure.
always shifting. And I'm trying some mangaves this year. I think that's how you pronounce it. But they're
Which one are those? The
like
little
here.
these guys? Oh, interesting.
There
Okay.
and this one.
Okay.
And I actually, some of these were gifts from Hans Hansen, who's actually the top breeder in the country for mangaves. He saw one of my Instagram posts where I had one that you could see through the greenhouse window, and
Yeah.
he said, "Yay, I see."
Yeah.
It was snow leopard. He's like, "I'm going to send you some more." So I've been trialing them. I've got praying hands. I've got I think that's pineapple punch. I've got a few just scattered. I will probably lift them in the winter. They add a little spiky interest, and
Yeah. And what about this ground cover that you have? Like you
yeah,
have a mix
yes.
of a lot of things in here. Like what is this?
This is a sedum, and I think it's called Kamchatka.
Wow.
And
Okay.
it does have yellow flowers when it does flower. And so if people don't like yellow or gold in the garden, well, they probably won't like the front of this. But it's beautiful, and it just spreads nicely. There's a whole mix of them. This is icy blue juniper, which is a very, very low ground hugging juniper, which is just like a little green blue carpet.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
This is all gold juniper, which is another juniper, just low growing. So
Right.
it kind of, a lot of people think your grandmother's juniper, those huge big blobs, but these are wonderful. They spread about 8 feet. So I think I only have about 2 plants in here.
Oh, wow. Oh, and they're soft.
Yeah, and they just keep the
beautiful.
weeds down.
Yeah.
They're drought tolerant. I never have to water out here in the heat of the summer.
Sure.
And then you've got some interesting conifers like, I don't know, I never named this one, but
Yeah.
Icea america, Pendula bruns. It's a weeping Serbian spruce that we found neglected in the back of a nursery about 10 years ago.
Oh,
And
wow.
we called it our Charlie Brown tree, and it had this wild, it should go straight up and weep, but this is actually more like, I don't know, Nessie or,
Really?
okay. Or a snail, or there's all different creatures it can be.
this is all the same tree.
It is.
Let me get it from this angle because this is so interesting. Look at that.
Yeah,
It's like contorted.
It's really its own living sculpture.
Wow.
Okay. I love it. This is a prostrate blue noble fir, so it's a dwarf noble fir, and it adds that steely blue,
Yeah.
which is just gorgeous.
It is so
There's
stunning.
A few more yuccas, like a linear, I think, folium. I've got Louisias, which are a native.
Or is that these guys here? The
They're
pink?
flowering right now.
Yeah, look at how gorgeous those are.
And
You know what's funny? You said about the yellow, and if I saw something like this bright yellow, I probably wouldn't have grabbed it right away, but it adds so much lightness to the garden, like a bright pop of color. It's gorgeous.
I like it contrasted against the other colors.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I'm stealing this idea.
all right.
We're stealing a lot of
But
ideas.
like I said, it's low maintenance. And
Yeah.
It's drought tolerant, so can't complain about that out here.
Amazing. What is this Japanese maple right above you?
Oh, this is Shishigashira.
This one is a shishigashira. What about this red one?
This is like a linear folium, I believe it's called.
Okay.
This is one of the original ones on the property.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's got some strappy red leaves, beautiful. And the one behind it might be Atropurpureum. They're both brilliant red in the fall.
Yeah, I love your shishu, by the way.
Yeah.
That's one of our favorite, actually. Both Strigan and I love it.
And this grew a little bit. I haven't really, candle pruned it too much, but I actually had a crew come and shift these flagstones this year.
Oh, really?
Because
Okay.
I wanted this to be, I still love this, and it was kind of coming this way a little bit. So it allowed me, that's why this is a little bit empty, because I took out several other plants during that process.
From here,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm always shifting, and-
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing with gardeners. Like I was gonna ask you, like your garden is so established, but we were talking this morning, and you were like, "I'm planting," and I'm like, "I'm fertilizing in my pajamas."
I know, it's always, it never stays the same.
It never stays the
know?
same, and I love the boulders that you have through here.
Right, I know, they add a little,
Beautiful,
especially if the moss grows on them, it's just a great touch.
Yeah.
And so the waterfall here is actually a double-sided small waterfall, and it comes down, got Japanese forest grass lining it, so it just kind of
Gorgeous.
mimics the flow of the waterfall.
Sure.
And because we'd already built the pergola the year before, this was put in the next year, we kind of wound it this direction to create enough of a downflow so that it would go into the pond, and it recirculates.
Oh, it
So,
does recirculate. Okay.
yes.
And look at her beautiful koi.
Yeah, they're probably waiting for a second. But
They are so happy. Oh,
Second
look
meal.
at that chunky little one.
I know, we're not sure if
Oh.
he's just chunky or
Oh.
preggers, or maybe he's got something wrong with him. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
But
He's adorable,
he seems
though.
happy, or
He
she.
does seem happy.
Yeah.
I
so-
love this. What is this plant right back here tucked in?
Oh, this
peeking
is
out?
one of the species rhododendrons I have.
Oh.
Starts with a Y. Of course, it's very similar to the platypodum, which I have for the front entrance.
there?
It's got the very rounded leaves that look
Okay.
like a platypus's kind of bill, you know.
Sure.
But I think the whole thing there were a lot of rhododendrons on the property, but I added quite a few species rhododendrons from
Oh.
the Rhododendron Species Botanical Garden, which is only like 25 minutes up the road.
Oh,
So
cool.
of course I have to go
Yeah.
there.
Of course you have to.
Yeah, so.
Now, when you started planting this garden, did you start out with like adding a lot of the trees? Because I know you love trees and conifers and the maples. Was
Right.
that kind of like the goal in the beginning for you, is to add your
Well,
trees
they
in
add,
first?
I think the key, what I liked is some height, you
Right.
know, so it's all just not all flat on the ground. So
Yeah.
trees add that height, then there's mid-level shrubs, and then there's the ground covers.
Right.
You know, so it's like a little tapestry mixture of that. And yes, I love, you know, and I did conifers, fell in love with Japanese maples.
Yeah.
And then just all these other cool trees, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know, it just,
Sure.
I think sometimes too is I have to rein myself in because it's like running out of space, and I don't want it to be busy, and that's the problem. I know I see like designer gardens; they're very calming because you know they just have a few plant selections, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I cannot have that restraint.
You know,
I
but to me, like, this is a designer garden. I was thinking on the way in and telling Sergey, as soon as we pulled up, I'm like, Camille is a designer. She doesn't even know it. Like, she is just so talented. You have such a good eye.
You can definitely create with plants, you know. And the
Right.
good thing about doing it yourself, and I think if you have the wherewithal, definitely hire a designer because they're trained to do that. They're so good. They're so
Right.
talented. Hands off, really, hats off to them. But doing it myself made it very unique to this garden. You know, so there's nothing else quite like it, I guess.
This is a delicious honeysuckle, by the way.
Yeah, that is mint crisp honeysuckle. So it's semi-evergreen. It never goes completely bare in the winter,
Oh, interesting.
which is nice. And it, of course, flowering right now is very fragrant.
Yeah. Do you have to, I mean, honeysuckles can get a little bit wild. Do you have to cut this one back, or is it pretty tame?
This one has been fine. We're just, in fact,
okay.
we're still trying to train it up a little bit. So
Okay.
it's been great.
Gosh, look at this view. And what's in here? What's in this space? Is this a little walkthrough?
Yes.
Oh, it is a walkthrough.
Well, a lot of these little paths were for me for gardening and for dragging hoses and all of that. And so it turns out then when we started having garden tours, I'm like, maybe we need to improve this path.
Yeah.
So, you know, a little flagstone and a little more walkable. But
Yeah.
so, yeah, it's just sort of a little space around the
gorgeous.
pond because I think the best view of the pond and waterfall is like from this side looking
Oh,
back.
from this side? Okay, let's have a look.
You know, here's some more of the.
Is this a
Mondavi.
Newton's Picea?
Yes,
Okay.
there's the Caucasian, like the Oriental spruce. It's really
Yeah.
the tiny little needles. It's great.
It's beautiful. We have a couple of these,
I think
and
this
I love
might
them.
be Oreo spigata. It's,
Oh, is it? Okay,
I believe it
never
is with the
mind.
bright yellow, you know, new growth.
Oh.
I got that years ago,
Okay.
and so the path is getting narrower. But I love my trees.
You do love your trees.
They get the priority.
Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Is this a hornbeam in front of us?
Yes.
Okay,
So
that's
you know
beautiful.
your trees too.
I do know my trees. I try to be very good about that.
Yeah, I just wanted something in that narrow spot there.
Yeah.
And it was 75% off. So you know.
Yeah, I love a good plant
No brainer
sale.
on that one.
Yeah. I have like 15 trees that I have no plan,
Yeah.
but I wanted them. This is gorgeous. And
These are orange rocket barberry.
Oh, wow.
Barberries. And they do great too, drought tolerant, and they add
they?
beautiful color out here.
I see people planting these, but what I dislike is when they just shape them into balls.
Oh, yeah.
And then you kind of lose that this free structure. I mean, it's a beautiful plant, but it's not something
Yeah.
I reach for because I didn't, think about like, oh, I could just have it free flowing like this.
Right, and you know, some people might want to say, hey, you need to trim them. I don't know. They
Yeah.
are very natural looking out here, and they bring in some of the other colors.
Yeah.
And like this is miscanthus little mist, so it'll get more and more of the red tones, very colorful in the fall. And then it sends
Yeah.
up beautiful plumes. The seed heads are great.
Oh, gorgeous.
So, and then the red brings into the red of the trees.
Okay.
So trying to, you know.
So do you always try to balance your color like in each
I
bed?
attempt. Yeah, sometimes all of a sudden, like I had autumn joy sedum, which I still do, and of course it blooms pink. I'm like, no, I don't pink out here, but it's a great plant. You know.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's just like a little secret garden.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so
stunning.
This was all part, you know. This was probably the last little bit we extended a few years ago because it was
okay.
grass to the street, and it would brown out every summer.
Okay.
It's still a patchy lawn because it's just hard to keep it in good shape and water. We get a lot of hot afternoon sun, and I think a lot of people who don't live in the Northwest
Right.
think that we have rain all the time. And of course, we have the super dry summers here.
It's been like extremely
Yeah,
dry,
yeah.
especially this last year. Which maple is this, by the way?
That
Do you
is
know?
Orangiola,
Oh
and
gosh,
that's a
it's
cute little
so
thing.
pretty.
Beautiful fall color.
Oh,
This
it
is
is.
Fukuzumi. I have several of these. So they're just a very windswept pine.
Right. Is this a low growing pine or did you
It
train
is.
it to be this?
It's low growing, and they all have a
Okay.
unique shape. They're kind of Japanesey looking to me. I
Yeah,
love
they
them.
are. They're fabulous.
I'm trying.
And
Hmm.
I know we're gonna get this question. Do you
Yeah.
have irrigation in your garden?
No, unfortunately.
This is
They're
wild. Okay, so you
well,
water your garden.
by hand. We had 7 zones of irrigation. The former owners had a system, but it was all meant like I said, it was lawn all the way up towards the maples, all the
Uh-huh.
way almost to the street. So, and on the sides and in the back. So
Sure.
nothing really hit the right things. So we ended up just turning it off
Uh-huh.
because we changed the landscape so much.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's a lot of hand watering. That's why I'm thinking,
Uh-huh.
brainstorming here. Like I saw so many beautiful gravel gardens last year when I was traveling, like New Zealand and a few places.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to just do something different here, for example, instead of fighting. I love a sea of
Right.
green. I think it's soothing, and I love the English gardens that have the sweeping lawns, but
Yeah.
it wastes my water resources, to be honest, and
Right.
and it never looks good or as good as it could be. So I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I
I'm,
think that'd be
I know,
fabulous.
think it's
Like,
something
why
fun,
not,
different.
right? And the sound that you would have,
Yeah.
like walking through
Mm-hmm.
it.
So it's
Oh
just a
my
thought,
goodness. Look at the maples. Okay, so you know what I'm really just like observing in your garden? You don't see a lot of soil. I love that.
Right.
I love when things hug and touch, and it's like the ultimate goal, in my opinion, in the garden.
Trying to, yeah. I
Yeah.
know that a friend of mine, Greg Graves, used to be at Old Goat Farm, and
Uh-huh.
he was saying, well, bark is ugly. And he had a point. You try to
Right.
do ground covers, you do put it bark or mulch there until you can get things to grow in, obviously, and it suppresses the weeds and keeps the ground moist. Oh, that is Alstroemeria
It's
Indian Summer.
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and it was,
Yeah.
it's like a bouquet sort of on this, displayed in the pot like this, but I
Right.
cut, I think about a dozen, well, I pulled like a dozen stems for a neighbor just
Uh-huh.
recently for her daughter's graduation party. So it's
Okay.
looking
A little bare.
a little bare
But
compared
it
to what
doesn't though. Like it's
I wasn't
fully.
thinking about you coming. I should have kept it there.
No, it doesn't look bare to me, but like I think to you it probably looks bare.
Yeah.
Does this reflower or is it just a one and done?
Oh, it flowers up till November.
Oh my gosh, so
All
it's a cut
summer.
and come again.
Yes, so you just pull it out by the stem when it's done, and more come up all the time. In
Oh,
fact, there's
really?
another one coming up there. So I just haven't watered it recently. That's why it's sort of drooping a bit.
Oh,
But
interesting.
it's just kind of fun to bring it up to eye level.
Yeah.
I love the dark foliage, and the colors are just so
Yeah.
warm.
Oh gosh, I love the grass here too.
Japanese forest grass.
That is so beautiful.
It grows well here,
It does grow really well. All of the little containers too intermixed.
Yes.
This is what we're trying to do because we have a habit of buying a lot of trees. And, you know, after meeting Dan and walking through his garden and seeing how he uses
Yeah.
containers and gardens, and now you, I'm like, okay, we're doing it right. If they're doing it, we're doing it right.
That's right. Well, and a lot of times too, like this was on a container on my deck for several years,
Uh-huh.
and I loved it. It's Golden Duke hemlock,
Uh-huh.
and it eventually outgrew the container and needed to be. So you can move them into your garden that way, and
Sure.
then try something else in a container. So
Sure. Oh, it's
cool.
so pretty. It's so soft. We have one baby hemlock in a like a
Okay,
4-inch container.
right, that's fine.
This is a gorgeous view, by the way.
It was again, it was a path that I wanted to put in just for myself to drag a hose down here into
Yeah.
to garden, but it's turned into a nice one. We probably need to redo it. It's a little bit shifty, but it's pretty.
It is really
And then
pretty.
this is a beautiful maple in the fall. It's a Murayama, and
Mariyama.
it's
Okay.
upright, but it almost has like a weeping willow habit to it. Kind of droops down a bit.
Sure.
Beautiful.
It is. Do you prune your own trees?
I do, but I'm not as good as like Dan Everett's. Oh my gosh, the guy's
I don't think,
meticulous.
yeah,
Yeah.
he is
He's so
meticulous.
good. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Maybe I'll have a pruning party, invite Dan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There you
But
go.
I have probably close to 100 maples, and a lot of them are in pots too, but
Yeah.
it's like, it's hard to keep up with them all that way. So
Yeah.
I try.
Wow, what is
This is
this?
it's a Kalmia. This one's called Firecracker. It's just on the edge of its, starting to fade at this point. But it's a mountain laurel, and yeah, they have very unique blooms. And I've got a few daylilies popping up over there, and a few other things. It's kind of a a wild mix. I might actually turn that into a different path next year. So I'm
Oh,
always
okay.
always planning. What can I change?
Is
And
this a Mexican orange or what?
yes, that's of course now the name is
It's like,
escaping me, but
as
it's the
yes,
Sundance is the one.
Sundance.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, so
Um,
you guys have a pretty steep hill down here.
yes, we're on a slope all around, really.
Oh my
So
gosh.
some places are terraced, others you
Yeah.
just kind of scramble and
Okay. Oh, this is gorgeous.
yeah. That I just got this year. It's called kimono, and
Kimono.
it's a Piketty, kind of beautiful hydrangea macrophylla.
Oh, that's
Just a lot.
stunning.
The color was pretty. I forgot that I had planted this years ago. The lily, so it kind of ties in nicely.
It's like this whole like moody
Yeah.
situation is so stunning.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Is this a oak leaf then back here?
Yes, there's one oak leaf there.
Okay.
I think that might be Munchkin, the smaller one.
Okay.
But I've got a larger one on the other side.
Okay.
And sapphire indigo, which is not blooming, a clematis.
Mm.
And this one I forgot. I think it's called Zorro. It has got the dark
Zorro.
stems,
Oh,
which is so
that's
cool.
really beautiful. We know similar people,
Yes.
like with the collectors, Jean and Dan,
Yes.
Anton. Are you that way too? Do you love collecting rare things?
Well,
Or do you like everything? Do you like the
that's the whole thing.
mix?
I mean, I just fall in love with plants when I see
Yeah.
them. And I know I'm not supposed to like buy something and bring it home if I don't know where I'm going to put it. Everyone tells you that, right? And you still do it. It's like,
But who follows that rule? Like whoever has the
yeah.
plan? I don't know them.
So, you know what? You dig it up and give something else away, maybe.
Uh-huh.
I gave a plant away this morning. Bill Hibbler, I don't know if you know him. He's the
Yes,
president of the
I
Maple
do,
Society.
yeah.
He came by for a visit. I gave him a twisty baby locust plant tree, and he loved it.
Yeah,
So,
I love
see,
that.
made
Yeah.
room.
This is stunning.
That's that PV starfish,
Yeah.
Japanese maple that just will, look at the
Yeah.
shape of it and the color.
Sergey's gonna die. Sergey, just wait till you see this maple. You're gonna fall in love.
And this is one of the, well, this is the only tree my husband picked out.
Oh, we gave him one.
I did. He really wanted this. He loved the
Uh-huh.
pink bracts on it. It's a dogwood, but I
Uh-huh.
love the variegated foliage.
I do
it's called
too.
Cherokee Sunset. And
Oh,
it's
this is
just-
a Cherokee sunset.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting. Oh, the
'cause
Cherokee.
the Cherokee Chief is probably more well known, but the sunset.
Right.
It's just,
Okay.
it's so pretty. And as you notice, I totally forgot to cut my Jackmanii clematis down this year. It grows from new growth. And so all the blooms, instead of intermixed with it, they're supposed to be with the honeysuckle, they're
Uh-huh.
way up in the tree.
Oh, oh, that's
But,
magical.
it's still pretty.
It's so pretty.
You just have to look up.
You do have to look up. I think people often forget to look up in a garden, but you,
Oh,
especially when you have
yes.
like big trees, the canopies that they create is so magical.
And another thing, I think people go through a garden one direction and they never stop and look back, you know?
Yeah.
And you see it from a different angle. I
You
don't
really
know.
do. You really do. Gosh, your hostas look so beautiful. Do you have slug issues in this garden?
I do, and I have yet to use slug bait this year, and I kind of regret it.
Oh, wow. I
But
mean,
it's
they're
just,
doing fabulous.
Some of them are more slug resistant. They're tougher leaves, and the others get chewed. So
Sure.
But
Okay.
this is Eclipse.
Oh, this is the
in
Eclipse.
Yeah,
Okay,
I've had it for about 3 years in a pot, and it's happy.
How do you like it? Is it pretty, she's pretty
Yeah,
easy?
mhm.
I want
I
to
love
get
it.
some.
The dark foliage.
When we were at Chelsea this year, we saw a garden that had the Eclipse right beneath a Japanese maple.
Yes.
And it was like a chartreuse Japanese maple. And I thought,
Yeah,
that,
good contrast, right?
yes, because I want one or three.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I'm like, where am I going to put it? So I found a spot for it.
Oh, good.
The one
Yay.
time I have a plant.
Yes, see, it's
Oh, I love the Ajuga.
right. It's a great ground cover.
It's great. Fabulous. Oh, and your containers.
Wall-long ghost is, I'm trying to think of, it's euonymus, I believe, but it's
Okay.
actually can be a vine. I saw that again at my friend Greg Graves' Old Goat Farm climbing a tree, and I
Oh,
fell in
wow.
love. So this one was from Ravenna Gardens, but I just thought the white would bring out with the white. It's not
Yeah.
a permanent thing. It'll be just for 1 year, and I'll probably get it in the ground.
Sure. My gosh, these petunias are beautiful. Look at
I
that
went with
color.
purple, different things this year, and there's like a light purple calibraco and a few things.
Wow.
It's fun to change those up every year.
I was just gonna say, do
Yeah.
you go with like a different color scheme every
Usually
year?
do, just
Wow.
try something different.
How do you go from grass to this?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
where do you start?
oh, that's the whole thing. As you
Yeah.
know, once I started, just changing this and transforming it, and it was just like I remember my husband was kind of like he was trying to humor me. It's like okay, whatever. He wasn't sure what I was doing. I wasn't sure either. But one day he drove home and he's like, he came to the driveway and he's like, "Ah, now I get it. It was so welcoming and so beautiful. So, it's a passion. And then I remember it stopped here. And for some reason,
Mhm.
someone put me on a garden tour way before I wanted to be on a garden tour. It's like the fall of 2016 or something like that. And it ended right here. And it was just grass that wouldn't grow. People were slipping down the slope. And I was like, oh, I need to do something about this. So
Uh-huh.
this was 2017. We said, okay, we'll put some steps in. I still want to put a handrail in.
Oh, sure.
And
Okay.
then I asked my husband to build me some kind of an Asian gate. I lived in Japan when I was a kid, and I love that whole,
Yeah.
though I don't have the restraint for a true Japanese garden. So it's very calming and few plants, and I just keep packing them in there. But anyway, he built this beautiful tour gate, which you'll see.
Oh, fabulous.
So yeah, and these are Miss Sayori hydrangeas, which are
Oh,
beautiful
okay.
too.
These are gorgeous. Look at the leaves on that.
Oh,
The
and this I
transition.
love. I've got so many stories of plants that came from
Oh,
neighbors or friends. This is a Tibetan tree peony
that
that
is massive.
I know it had like you can see how many blooms it had on one stem this year.
Yeah,
It's not so much the blooms, it's just the foliage is very cool.
it
And
is.
the neighbor, like 3 houses away, said, "Come dig some up," because I guess they do sucker. This one has stayed there, but
Okay.
like free plant,
Yeah,
cool. You know?
absolutely. We won't say no to that.
Right, right.
Is this a Styrex?
Japonica,
Japonica.
snowbell.
Okay, snow, but okay.
That we passed one that was evening lights with the darker foliage, and I've
Uh-huh.
got a real big one in the back that was a seedling from next door years ago. So
Oh, okay.
they
Gosh,
just
they're
finished
so
flowering,
great.
so you just probably missed it by about a week.
Yeah. So did you guys build this wall too, this retaining wall?
This wall was here, luckily,
Oh,
and
okay.
you could barely tell it's stone because there's so much the ground cover. But it was nice, it just hold it
Mhm.
up. But it was otherwise it was grass here.
Mhm.
There were some maples, and there were of course aspens, and then
Oh,
there were a
okay.
couple of azaleas underneath the windows on the other side there.
Okay.
But I just thought it just it needed some oomph. And the good thing is that when he built that, like I said, we realized we had a mountain view from the side too,
Oh my
which was
gosh.
nice.
Dirk
Um,
built that?
he did
That's
Alaskan yellow cedar. He's,
incredible.
using his engineering degree to get these like exact 5 degrees this way or whatever. Like, I
We
think
love a
he
precise guy.
just totally geeked
Yeah.
out on it. He loved it,
Oh,
but he did a
so
great job. It
stunning.
turned out great,
Yeah.
and pride of doing. And he just had a small space to work with, but it actually turned out perfectly.
Yeah.
And then I had this idea. I drew it out like I'm going to do a sunken serpentine path. It sounded kind of like an old romantic English thing, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
No, it flooded. So, it's like, okay, there goes that idea. That's why, garden designer, I'm not. I mean, I
Yeah.
would probably figure that out if I knew the mechanics of it all, but we put a French drain,
Uh-huh.
filled it in, and got it more level, and it's beautiful now. I mean, it
No,
works
okay.
out fine.
It worked out in the end.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Yeah.
This is so
Well, we used to have steps
beautiful.
going down to the neighbors, and we actually never saw much of the street or the neighbor's house because we had a cluster of aspens right there,
Oh,
and it
okay.
was 3 huge trunks. And
Mhm.
crazy. I think it was last year or the year before. It
Uh-huh.
was the day before a garden tour. And I was up there and I just heard this crash, crack, kaboom twice in a row. And I jumped. I'm thinking like, Henny Penny, the sky's
Right.
falling. What's going on? And it was actually the aspens had just rotted at the base and down they went across the street, blocked the street, everything.
Oh my goodness.
And so luckily we have a friend who does some quick jobs like that. He was able to
Mhm.
come, I think that afternoon or the next morning. I said, please.
Yeah.
And so it did open up that, but now I have
Space.
other plants coming. So,
Right. It's devastating when a big,
oh yeah,
like a grounding tree in our garden goes.
I hate losing them, and I love it. So you can hear the sound already with the
Yeah.
leaves,
I
with
know it's
the
so
wind.
beautiful. Oh, it's so special. This is really cool, by the way.
Oh, yes, that's a Robinia pseudoacacia. It's a twisty baby locust. And that is
Ah,
actually, I just dug that up. You'll see the big tree in the backyard.
yeah.
And that
Look at
is
that.
not very full right now because it's getting a lot of shade here,
Oh, okay.
but it's just an extra,
Oh,
It's
okay.
like one of the ones I gave away this morning.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Oh,
I
it's so cute.
love,
It's got a great curl, the
yeah,
structure and the foliage is great.
it's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Look at, I don't know if you guys caught this, but just look at all of the evergreens and the maples.
And most of that,
So pretty.
if you try to do at least a third or a half of each planting bed with evergreens,
Hmm.
then you'll have something to look at all year round, you know?
Okay. Hot tip. We're going to remember that.
Yeah,
I love
so
that.
try to do that,
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
like
The
the ginkgos, of
ginkgos.
course, are
Yeah.
deciduous, and this is
Beautiful.
little honey hydrangea that goes, but it's happy in that spot, I tell you.
Right. It
Mhm.
is really happy. It's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
and
and
these
that's Venus
guys,
oh, yes,
I
that's
love a Venus
Forever
dogwood.
Goldie, it's arborvitae, but, that just finished too, but
Yeah.
huge blooms.
By the way, you guys, one of the most fabulous views, like shared view, I guess, that you get from Camille's garden is Mount Rainier. Can you even handle that? Like
Oh,
that alone? Wow.
I need to trim that roadie.
Oh.
I just see that. But no, it's actually nice coming to the thing. You just have
Yeah.
to, you kind of have to zoom a little bit to get its true size, but
Yeah.
it's about only 30 miles away. So
It's
it's
massive. Like when you
nice.
share your pictures on your
Yeah.
Instagram,
Hmm.
like I see how big it is, but seeing it here, it's like overwhelming. Oh my gosh. Who
Yeah.
is this?
I think it might be Geisha Gone Wild. There's one
Okay.
called Shiraz too, but I think it's the Geisha one, Japanese maple. The little pink thing. I just added, I was trying to do just greens,
Mhm,
burgundies, and whites down here,
mhm.
but of course, snuck in a pink.
Yeah.
And
This
this
is
this is the
beautiful.
first tree I planted down here. We actually dragged it into place and built up this planting bed around it. It's
Uh-huh.
called AB squamata. It's a or squamata. It's flaky bark fir.
It's
Not many conifers have that kind of bark.
yeah, it's fabulous.
And there's a cryptomeria, I think it's called pronounced naptonensis, and it has that white growth. It's so beautiful
That is
behind
stunning.
there
Yeah.
because it needs some sun, but it'll burn in the afternoon sun. And
Okay.
then there's a camellia, vestita rosa monbella, and it has that chocolate wine colored new growth.
Uh-huh.
Of course, the red flowers are beautiful too, but the growth, the foliage is kind of the big thing.
Fabulous.
And
This is
probably
cool
tucked in
too.
here, I was about to say, oh, that is a linear folium. It's the spider azalea.
Spider
Yeah,
azalea. Okay.
with the
This
little
is
pink
cool.
tufts. And back
Yeah.
in there is like a little, those are apple court crested Japanese painted
Gorgeous.
ferns tucked in there with some podophyllum. So
Oh,
it's like a little
beautiful.
peekaboo.
Oh, the podophyllums. Look at that.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's a
These are becoming so popular.
that one, yeah, the
Yeah.
Delavay comes out really dark,
Yeah.
purpley, and then it matures more to the green.
Sure.
But everything, and the deer have not come up and eaten these hostas, so that's good.
This is really cool, Camille. This was a really
Yeah,
cool
these are
design.
it's granite, and all of the irregular ones were from one boulder from
Oh.
Marinacos, and they just every 2 inches sliced it so they would kind of tie in.
Let me ask you, because I see benches everywhere in people's gardens. Do you ever have enough time to sit and enjoy the garden?
Hardly.
Hardly.
I
Yeah.
do sometimes have a glass of wine in the evening,
Uh-huh.
but or if my husband brings me a cocktail, I'm like, okay, I should
Yeah,
probably sit
fine.
down and
Yeah.
not just weed while I do it. But
Yeah.
we're so busy,
We're
and
so
and
busy.
you sit down, and it's like you see something every time. I forgot to do this or that, but I do enjoy it. And if you have other things going on in your life, or what, it's like your time in the garden sometimes limited,
Right.
so you want to take
Yeah.
advantage of it. And I don't know, I find it therapeutic to be out here.
It's very therapeutic being here. So back to your quick question about your watering.
Mhm.
So how often are you watering if you're watering by hand?
Well,
What does it require? Like, what is
that's the
that
question.
like?
The containers that like the annuals and things like that in the
Yeah,
sun, daily at
daily.
least.
Okay.
The others not as much. And I do kind of, because I know it's only like 2 months of the year. It's usually
Right.
like end of June, like July, August, and maybe into September.
Yeah.
So I take shorter showers. I
Oh,
do all the
okay.
different things I can do. And
Yeah.
again, it's only on certain areas,
Uh-huh.
like a lot of things, as soon as they're established and
Yeah.
they're in the shady areas like this, I mean, I don't water a lot of this in here much at all, so that's good.
Fabulous.
I don't
Okay.
want to feel like I'm some water waster. I try to be careful and what I
Yeah.
do, but
Sure.
I should probably reduce the number of my
Oh,
pots.
no, I don't think you should. I
Mm.
think you're so conservative with your water as it is. Like you're very mindful of it.
Yeah, and you try to
So,
do early in the morning, and it's nice because you come out here with a cup of coffee and
yeah.
water certain areas, and then you notice more things about your garden. I had two different garden clubs visit this week for tours, and they said the same thing, that they actually enjoy the art of watering, basically, because they see
Yes.
their plants up close,
Yes.
spend some time with them.
Yep. That's what I
So,
was watering our cut flower garden today. I didn't turn on the drip. I just wanted to hand water
oh yeah,
all of the girls. Wow, this is so beautiful. So
it's
this whole area is primarily shade,
right.
right?
It
Okay.
is. It's for like a northeast. This is a trochidendron.
Rhododendron.
Yes, and
Wow.
it's a wheel tree, I think that's a common name for it.
Okay.
It's beautiful, the evergreen foliage is nice.
So you have a lot of really interesting plants in your garden. Is there a group of plants that you gravitate towards the most?
Hmm.
What makes your garden? Like, is it, do you think it's the conifers, it the maples, or is it
Um,
really a mix?
well, it is a mix, and I
Yeah.
do feel fortunate that some people have either full sun or they have full shade,
Hmm.
and I kinda have both. I have
Right.
sun in the front and the back, and I've got shade on both sides, so I can totally indulge my plant list and do all different kinds of things, everything from the evergreen or the shade ferns to tropical plants to,
Yeah.
things that are more I don't know, desert type plants or whatever. It's
Yeah.
great.
We
So,
are so lucky to
mhm.
live here in the Pacific
Oh
Northwest
gosh,
because our like we get to do everything. Like we
you
get to
sure do.
play. Yeah.
I know. So people are jealous because we don't have the hard, cold winters and all
Yeah.
of that. And the middle of the winter in January, February, it's not bad looking out here at all. I mean, again, if you do enough evergreen things, you're not going to notice.
Yeah.
This is another of the species rhodies that's coming out,
Oh, really?
Asterochunum,
Oh, beautiful.
got
Oh,
the
look at the
long,
structure.
yeah,
Yeah.
very long leaves,
Oh, that's cool.
and trying to remember, it's a variegated. Um, is it Virginia creeper? I don't know.
Is it a Virginia creeper?
Star showers
It
or something.
it
I
looked
don't
like
know.
a Virginia
That's the whole
creeper.
thing. It's like, you remember them when you first get them for the first few years, you're like, and then I don't know,
Yeah.
your
Don't ask
brain
me about
just
it.
can only hold so much. But
Oh,
that is one of my favorite little ground covers. It's a saxifrage. It's a little primula. It's dwarf London Pride. It's so cute.
oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
This is so sweet. How about maintenance for your garden? Is it full-time year-round maintenance? Because I know you're the gardener. I know you're
Mhm.
the one out here doing all of the
Yes,
things.
I know I don't have a helper. Well, it can be year round if there's always something you can do
Right.
out here, but I enjoy it. And
Yeah.
if I go travel for a few weeks,
Yeah.
it's some catch up to do, but it's okay. These three trees and the Katsura were here. So this area right outside the master bedroom I thought, was landscaped fairly nicely. We've added the water feature and
Right.
a few other things, obviously, but
Yeah.
they're pretty established, which again helps tremendously.
How many water features do you guys have on the property?
Let's see, the pond in the front, the bubbler fountain, and a pond in the
A
back.
pond in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This is
Be-
a little fern table
oh,
it's just on a
cute.
flat bistro table. So,
I don't know why more of us don't do this because
mhm.
um I think I don't know if it's Sky Nursery. No, there's another nursery in Seattle and they have a section where they do
It might
tables
be
like that.
Swanson's.
Swanson's.
Hmm.
Yep, yep. And
Very creative. Yeah.
very creative and I think it's
I
so
just, I'll
beautiful.
probably add some more things. I took out a Japanese maples. I needed it somewhere else,
Oh,
but
okay.
it was growing on that just fine.
Yeah.
So, and
Oh,
ferns and
yeah, it's
so,
beautiful.
and this is it's another Fatsia japonica. This one is spider web. So it's got that
Spiderweb.
variegation that's
Yeah.
just so white.
It's so white. It like brightens up the space so well. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah. So yes, okay.
Okay, I love can I show this? It's okay.
Sure.
Okay, Camille is a real deal. Look at all the plants.
Oh gosh. It's a
I
long
love it.
story
A
how
long
they get there. And
story.
my husband's like, will I ever barbecue again? I don't know.
Oh, that's
It's
so funny. Oh, because you have a little kitchen out here. That is
yeah, it's boxed in. Well, I was
uh,
having garden tours. I'm like, where can I shove the plants?
right.
But like for example, this, I
Uh-huh.
was thinking about taking it down to the conifer societies for their auction, give it to them at auction. But this is one of those twisty baby locusts also.
Yeah,
And
it's
you just dig up
beautiful.
because we had moved ours, and ever since we moved it, we severed the roots, so there's more popping up. They're
Uh-huh.
not a pain, but
Oh, okay.
you might as well dig them up and give them away. And then this is yeah, I probably need to repaint it, but this was a nice gift from a fellow gardener, Julia Graham. Her husband used to do bonsai, and this was his custom-made bonsai stand. And I've tried bonsai. I'm not very good, so it turns out I just bring out things from my greenhouse, like some of the succulents and that,
Yeah.
cactus and the whatnot, hieropuntia and agaves.
This is just gorgeous. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. I love this.
yeah.
It just goes so well with the space and it kind of
Well,
I don't know, it's
that's the whole
almost
thing.
like it was designed for
Yeah,
this
it was so
space.
funny because she offered it to me, and I thought, okay, it's like 11 feet long, and I've got so many curves in my garden. Where is it going to go? And at first, I put it in the driveway. I'm like, well, that just didn't look right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Here's a straight fence, and it actually has the same black. So
Uh-huh.
there it goes. Yeah.
That's gorgeous. I love that. And then of course your pool just oh my gosh, it's so beautiful in the middle of the garden.
Yeah,
Holy
we can
cow.
start to swim pretty soon, and
Yeah.
some still bees,
Oh,
and
look at the astilbe. Look at how beautiful
those
those
are
are.
coming out. This is a sanguisorba lilac squirrel. It's going to
Cool.
have flower puffs that look like squirrel tails.
Oh, really? Oh,
I mean,
that's really
like
neat.
pinkish purple squirrel tails. So it's kind of a funky plant, but I love the
Yeah.
foliage too.
It's really beautiful. I noticed that you have so much texture
Yeah,
in
thank
your
you.
garden.
And this is an amazing hardy fuchsia. So it
Oh,
comes back every
gorgeous.
year. I probably need to actually stake it
Oh,
a little
okay,
bit,
yeah.
but this is called Santa Claus
Oh,
because it's red and white.
cute. Okay, so you do have a mix of flowers in your garden. Is that important to you
Well,
to
I
also
love,
incorporate flowers?
that's the whole thing. I'm primarily, I guess, a foliage garden, but
Uh-huh.
It's kind of a sucker for flowers too, you know, and
Right. Yeah.
something hardy like that will come back. And same with the jasmine. You know,
Yeah.
it's evergreen and it flowers in the summer, but it's something I don't have to replant. It's
Sure.
happy.
So what trees do we have? So we have this beautiful Japanese maple. Does that stay pretty light like that all
It's
year
white.
round?
Yes.
I mean, not year
I've
round,
got
but
one little sprig I'm going to cut out.
okay.
And
Oh,
there's
up there.
and yes, and
Okay.
then there's a vine I can see. I think it's a clematis vine climbing up. I probably should take that out. But it's amazing how it stays pretty darn white. It gets a little pinkish tinge at the top of the sun. But it's
yes.
Ukagumo, floating cloud maple.
Floating
And
cloud,
when we
okay.
first moved in, it was here, but it was completely half green. So we called it the half and half tree. And that was before I knew much about Japanese maple. So, you know, I went to a talk by Cisco Morris and I, you know, asked him about it. He's like, you need to cut that out, you know, because it'll take over, obviously. The
right.
green photosynthesis and all that, it'll go faster.
Yeah.
So we did, and it was a hard thing to do, but it's stayed white ever since.
And it's a beautiful shape, actually.
It's
and
really-
is this a weeping?
That's a weeping katsura, and I
that's
planted
gorgeous.
that, I don't know, probably like 7, 8 years ago. My mom had one. I had to have one. And I thought it would look so
now
pretty.
I have to have one.
Well, I know, draping over, I just thought it would be beautiful. And when I planted it, I guess it was like 6 or 7 feet, but I was like, is it ever going to get taller? You know, is it just going to, and no, it keeps on sending out bigger, you know, and now it's super graceful and I love it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I did it there.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And some of these all come back too. I think that's a Monarda about to flower that came back from last year.
Beautiful.
Some of the people on the
my
garden tour were amazed at that. It's Cleopatra canna, which has beautiful red and yellow flowers, but the foliage is the coolest thing.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at the race coming through.
Yeah.
This is stunning. Oh my gosh. And the lilies.
And this is a albizia. It's a chocolate mimosa, summer chocolate.
Oh,
And I planted it to
gorgeous.
get like a sort of a tropical field for like a shade garden kind of thing
Sure.
over the pool. It does drop some leaves that stains the furniture, but it's worth it.
Worth it. I was gonna say it's worth it, right?
Yeah. It's a Sequoia dendron giganteum pendulum.
Oh my gosh.
And it's statement tree. This was here, and it's just, it mimics like the shape of a rainbow and things like that. I
Yeah.
love it. I think it's so unique.
It's so unique.
I do have, well, I used to have a
Wow.
seating area here, and now the plants have gone. But it's also, I have an issue because I inherited what's called bishopweed. And everyone, I'm sure, you know, true gardeners come here and they're horrified, like, oh my God,
No,
how have
I'm
you let that
excited.
go? But it actually has not traveled beyond this area in the whole time
Sure.
we've been here. So
Yeah.
and it's fluffy and it doesn't brown out like it does in some hotter, sunnier areas.
Yeah.
So I've left it.
Oh, it's stunning.
I probably need to kind of work on it.
Oh, I love it.
This is a Ryusin. It's the Japanese maple that drapes down, that cascades, and it's so pretty. And
It's perfect for a hillside garden.
yeah,
That
and
tree is magnificent. I think one of the things that I'm like observing about your garden, right plant, right place.
Yeah,
You know,
okay,
and
yeah.
that is hard to get. Sometimes I have the right plant, but not the right place.
I know, and you know, is we all move them so many times
Yeah.
because they either outgrow their space or they don't do as well.
Sure.
And, you know, why didn't I think to put it there?
Right.
Off you go for your shovel.
Yeah.
So,
oh
you
gosh.
know, and it's fun. So I try to keep track on my phone, like where have I moved it?
Yeah. Oh God.
This is
so
Gypsy
pretty.
Rose Hosta.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. So both of these, like this is Mackinaw as a rhododendron, it's a species. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
narrow leaves, but also that, you know, the indimentum's down there, but it's just that wonderful coating that comes out silvery, which is
It's so pretty. You know, rhododendrons, I want to make them cool again because,
yeah.
you know, people they have a bad rep, but they're so
and
fascinating.
This is pachysanthem, and it comes out silvery, and it goes to this bronze kind of color. I mean, how cool is that?
It's
right?
so cool. Does it retain the silvery throughout
yeah,
winter
for the
too?
down, and yes, exactly, and it's just
Okay.
beautiful all the time. And there's some pink flowers, but they're sort of secondary on
Sure.
that one. This was the snowbell that was magnificent
Oh,
about a
yeah.
week ago.
And the scent, I bet, was incredible,
And
right?
that was, the former owner
Yeah.
next door just gave me a seedling once. And
Wow.
so that's it.
so lucky. Oh my gosh.
So some of these, like that
Gorgeous.
maple here is,
yes.
I think that's Benny Hime, I believe. And
Oh
it's
my
just
gosh.
so wide. I think it's like 12 feet wide or more.
Yeah.
Very
oh my
low.
gosh, it's so little. I mean, it's so short.
Yes.
But
short
massive.
wide.
Short but wide. Yes, she is.
My husband used the bamboo in our back lot back there to create these handrails.
He did. Dirk he has a good eye for design too. Look
Super
at him.
handy. Yep,
Yes,
yep.
he is.
So that really helped because they are a little, we may eventually replace them with something a little easier.
Sure. I
That
actually
is
love these stairs, by the way. I
okay.
think they're
Well, and
fabulous.
that's skinny jeans oak, and then there's a
Ooh,
Maccabeanum rhododendron with the big leaves.
look at that, you
Um,
guys. That
so
looks like a tropical plant right
yeah,
there,
I
but it
love that.
goes so well with everything in here.
So, and
My
that's
goodness.
I just transplanted that pseudopanic saber because it was up in a tropical bed.
Oh,
It
this
has a
guy right
darker,
here?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
mostly from I think New Zealand, but so it has to fill out a little bit again. But
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's just a new pond. You
yes.
guys. Ta ta da da. You've seen it here first.
I know, I
This is
know. And
gorgeous.
this is just a natural hillside. There's a Doug fir that was always on the property, which is great
Wow.
because it provides all that wonderful shade.
You
So
have some baskets also hanging in the front. I've
yeah.
never seen somebody
Oh,
incorporate them
yeah, why not?
in the garden like this, and it's fabulous.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are those wine. I think they're like wine barrel kind of metal things that go around
Oh,
barrels,
okay.
or whiskey barrels or something. And I
Yeah.
just bought them at a local festival, and they put them together and make those spheres.
So
Just something
pretty.
interesting. So I've just got little, few shade plants, things like that thrown in there.
Tell me about this pond. This is gorgeous.
Thank you. Well,
Wow.
we just had it done in April, so like it's just 2 months old.
Baby. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like hesitant. I haven't really even told people about it or posted it because I
Great.
haven't totally finished planting it. But it's, and I won't get into the story here, but we
Yeah.
did it to replace something that pond that we sort of lost, that
Lost.
went away.
Sure. Yeah.
And so this is great because the sound of water, of course, you can hear it from the deck in the house, which is
Yeah.
wonderful, so soothing. And we had to rearrange a few things back here, take some lawn space.
Yeah.
But we took out a tropical bed and we were able to keep the trapecarpus, the
Mm-hmm.
windmill palm, and the
Mm-hmm.
some of the like climbing jazz and things like that. So it doesn't look as new, we're able to incorporate that.
Yeah.
So Mark the Pond Guy is the company,
Oh, it
and
was that.
yes,
Okay.
oh,
Okay.
they're so good,
They're
and
so
Dan
great.
is a great designer. This one,
Yeah.
they they're so artistic. I think
Yeah.
the way they come about and look at things, they don't even give you a drawing. You're kind of like going on faith. You're like,
Yeah.
but you see, we went on a garden tour last year. It was a water garden tour. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love all these water features. And they're all by Mark the Pond Guy. So it's like, we're in good hands. And he came out and they had to use smaller equipment to get through the arbor. But they did an amazing job. And as he was looking at it, he's like, well, maybe when we work together, like maybe push it back a little. We were going to have it start out further and have the walkway still there. We rearranged. And he said, how about an upper waterfall pond, a
Oh,
little upper
yeah.
pool and going down? So the plan is to drain the front pond to catch the fish
Uh-huh.
because they hide, and
Yeah.
then put the koi in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll have them in, and there's a fish cave that they built in under the waterfall that can go hide from herons or raccoons.
Sure.
In the front, we have ledges built in so they can always go under, and nothing's
Yeah.
ever. They've,
Taking any of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
considering they're bright white, it's amazing.
This is so magnificent. First of all, you are so humble because for you to say, she didn't show this yet because it's not fully landscaped. It looks fully landscaped,
Yes.
Camille. It's beautiful.
Well, I will
Oh my
try to
gosh.
get it out there. But and
Yeah.
it was right before I had a garden tour. It was called the Goats and Gatos garden tour, and I think
Yeah.
that's when somewhere around there, I said to my husband, "Well, this was a pile of dirt from the what we dug out of the pond,
Uh-huh.
and we took lawn out." So he put this cork and steel edging in,
Oh,
and I
beautiful.
think I planted this in like 2 hours one night.
Oh,
Just just I found some stuff, and I had some things,
yeah.
and I just said, "I've got to." At least put something there temporarily because
Sure.
it was an eyesore. But no, it's fun. I
Wow.
love doing that. And anyway,
Oh,
this is we have the Shade Pavilion since like 2018,
mhm.
but this was solid across here, and the entrance was that direction with a path. So we cut the steps out, and my husband made new steps out of them.
Mhm.
So this entrance, and we had someone who does our little cushions. She cut the cushions,
Oh,
made them smaller to fit.
yeah.
So I think we lost like one thing of seating, but it's actually nice because when you're up there, you can look out over the pond.
Yeah.
So we're hoping on, people come, you can walk up there if
Yeah,
you
can
want.
we what is this log here? Did you put this here and you planted?
Yes, that's all tied into I'll tell you the story when we get to the big log, but
Oh,
that
okay.
came off it.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes,
that's
so
beautiful.
we think it's like a big leaf maple, and I've got species Perosia, different kinds of
Yeah.
things growing in there. I should probably cut that out.
The texture of these are so gorgeous.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
neat. And so yeah, I just took a lot of I had all of this forest grass and
Mm-hmm.
different things. I mostly shopped from my own garden,
Mm-hmm.
to put things in, and I poached some moss from my mom's house
Oh,
because
did you?
she's the
Yeah.
only person I know that doesn't like moss. I'm like,
Oh.
what? That's just crazy. But, you
Oh,
know, it's good
wow.
for me though.
Yeah.
And
This is
then, thank
stunning.
you, my husband made the table.
Oh my
We found
gosh.
this
Look
at
at
one of
that.
those boneyards, you know, where people have leftover pieces from their bathroom or kitchen remodel.
Yeah.
So we bought that, and they created a table. And he said, "Well, I'll have to use like steel to support it. It's so heavy." I'm like,
Yeah.
"I don't want to look at that," you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I'll put wood around it, and it'll
Oh,
be
he
beautiful." And he
did.
did. Yeah. So it's
Oh,
still it's supported with steel, but you can't see it.
oh my, you cannot see it. It
And so,
does not,
but
yeah.
it's just it's, you know, it just
Beautiful.
seems alive. And then we had a local
Yeah.
artist. He was a grandfather of one of our daughter's friends, and
Mm-hmm.
he made this. We worked with him on like a
Stunning.
bamboo pattern for the stained glass. And when the light comes in the
Wow.
afternoon, which is already gone, but it lights up all the different colors, you know.
That's so pretty, Camille. I
So
mean, everything is so thought out in your garden. It's amazing. Even back here, I can tell you went in here and you landscaped
yes, and
all
not
of this.
it's tough under the Doug fir. Not many things grow, and I
Right.
probably, you know, variegated vinca is not ideal, and neither is ivy. But
Yeah.
until I can sometimes replace it, I do hold the slope with what I have.
Sure.
But I've added a lot of fatsia that seems to do well. This is Sister Ghost Japanese maple. That's
Pretty.
fine.
Yeah.
And then of course this is the soft caress. Mahonia does fine under the
I
shade
love
and at the
Mahonia.
medium.
So this is beautiful. I'm seeing more flowers here. You
Mm-hmm.
have straw flower in these containers. Oh, I love this.
It's like a little water pond garden, you know, just
Yeah.
miniature. And um, I think that's a variegated calla lily. And then this is a cypress that's, I mean, what do you call those? Papyrus, I'm sorry.
Iris. Okay.
And it's actually, I got it from the Northwest Garden Flower Show one year. It's
wow.
hardy, so it's not the tropical one. You can leave it out, which is
Okay.
great.
How often do you have to fill this?
It just when it evaporates, so
Oh,
here and
really?
there. And
Okay.
I will probably put more of the water hyacinth and things to cover, so you don't just see it like that.
The
You know,
water.
but,
Okay. I'd like to do this somewhere in our garden with like a low basin.
Right.
I always wonder like how often am I gonna have to
He
fill
just,
it?
my husband took a pot. Yeah, isn't that neat?
Yeah, I love straw flower.
Yeah, he took a pot and plugged it up and sealed it, and
Okay.
then we filled it. So,
Okay. Well, that'll be an easy little project.
and this is
Beautiful.
this little poofs here.
My goodness.
This is the twisty baby locust that everyone loves because it just has. You just want
Yeah,
people
you
do.
just
They
wanna touch
fondle
it.
it. They really do.
Yes.
They come by and they just want to keep
It's
touching it.
so welcoming. And these two, so artistic.
That was, I
Wow.
think her name is Mara Lee. It was an artist in Seattle, but I bought it on Commando Island at one of the sculpture places up there.
Uh-huh.
And I love them. I need some more, I think. But this huge tree was a seedling. I went on a garden tour in Olympia, and uh, her name was Joyce, and she just gave me this little thing, and I had it in the pot for like 2 years, and I was like, okay, I need to give it in a bigger pot, and I did, and it flooded because it was trying to grow through the hole, you know. So I put it in the ground over there, and then when my husband built a side deck, we had to take out a big rhodie and a few other plants.
Mm-hmm.
We needed a tree here.
Yeah.
It was like 2 weeks before a garden tour. I'm like, I don't have time, but you know,
Yeah.
we just dug it up and moved it over.
Did you really? How
And
big was it when you moved it over?
It's probably like
Half the
7
size?
feet. Yeah,
7 feet.
I don't
Okay.
know, something like that. And it's done so well. You know, it just takes off. So where we moved
Yeah.
it from, it sometimes sends up little ones, but they're never a bother because you can dig them up, pot them up, and give them away.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
it's a beautiful tree.
Yeah, it has beautiful, fragrant
Stunning.
blossoms at the end of May,
What does the color, fall color look like?
and it just goes more golden yellow.
More
you
golden
know?
yellow. Okay.
But it just has an
Fabulous.
irregular. It's just a neat shape. And
Oh
so,
my
yeah, this
gosh.
is the deck that he built. So it's
Oh,
just.
wow.
and
Gosh, Dirk is
these,
so
I'll
talented.
probably end up, sadly enough, taking these out. These are the Darmera peltata, I think
Oh,
how you pronounce it.
yeah.
They like a lot of water and a little more shade. I think they wilt in the afternoon here.
Oh, they
They've perked
do.
back up now, but
Right.
they go like
It's,
this.
I know. It's hard when you keep trying with something, isn't it? And
Yeah.
it's, you just, at some point, you just have
Well,
to,
it's- again,
well,
a gardening friend gave me those. I'm like, well,
yeah.
I'll try them, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful. There's the golden spikenard and just
Yeah.
a grouping of different things here as well.
I love how many containers you have, Camille. I had no idea.
Well, it's just this whole landing here is not that attractive. That we'd love to get rid of the aggregate, so it kind of hides half of it.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Yeah, and it's fun because you can try different things and I can bring this in to the greenhouse in the winter. You know?
Sure.
So,
Wow. It's amazing.
and this magnolia is alta, so it's a very narrow one for that space. And
Yeah.
I've actually planted a patio fig with it. So
Oh, you
it's
did?
kind of fun, the two different foliage
Yeah,
things.
together.
Beacon of gold.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
the mountain. I didn't even notice. Wow.
Well, you have to probably zoom to get it to
Yeah,
its
yeah.
true,
Stringer will have to get
wide
this.
angle always makes
Yeah.
it look tiny, but it's pretty darn close.
Holy
And the
cow.
good thing is, from where we are, um, they've got some other issues. They're doing like there's other development, but
Sure.
I remember when we first moved here, I thought, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in a national park.
It does
Because
feel like that, yeah.
it's we skip out, you don't see anything in the valley, and you just see the foothills and the mountain. So
Right.
it's very natural looking. And we bought the property below us.
Oh, is
So
this your land over
yes,
here?
it's like an acre and a half, and we're just leaving it for
Oh,
wildlife, and
wow. Good for you
and
guys.
that way it's just we don't need more
Yeah.
development. So,
Yeah. Amen to that.
and
Yes.
I actually saw an elk back there one time.
You
I
did?
did. I took a picture, and I think he was lost. But it's also that we're taking away their habitat right and
Right.
left, migratory routes and stuff. So, but there
Right.
was a deer today, and there are bobcats. We've
Oh,
seen
wow.
bear scat. This actually is a stray cat that we've been trying
Oh,
to.
really?
He makes himself at home.
Oh,
um,
he
and
does. Hi, kitty.
we call him Sid.
Sid?
There was a kid. There was a children's book we used to read to our kids, and
Uh-huh.
everyone we had this cat that would come, and
Uh-huh.
everyone would feed him every night, right? And it was called Six Dinner Sid because he ended
Uh-huh.
up eating 6 dinners every night.
Oh,
And everyone thought it was their cat until they took him to the vet with the sniffles, and then the vet saw the cat the next day, and then they're like, "Wait a minute, same cat."
uh-huh.
And they realized, of course, he was mooching off everyone. So he got shrimp here,
Oh, okay.
meat there, all that. So
Sure.
there you are.
Oh,
And then Sambuca is our cat.
yeah, I
and,
love Sambuca. Hi, Sambuca.
And she's
Hi.
she's not so sure about Sid.
Yeah, I could tell she's like, I don't know about you.
Yeah, she's keeping her eye
beautiful.
on him.
She
But
is
we
so
feed
pretty.
him every day, and we bring him inside. It's just he's he's the type that just doesn't want to cuddle with you, and he just wants to do his own thing.
Yeah.
So you respect that.
Yeah.
Comes to us for food. He knows how to use a pet door. So
Oh, good.
comes right
he does.
inside.
He really does make himself welcome.
Anyway, so
So,
yeah.
real quick on the meadow that I'm just gonna call it the meadow because that's what exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Do you ever sprinkle wildflowers that
Well,
just kind of growing by itself?
Well, exactly. Those are by themselves.
Wow.
And we have a little mix of yarrow and some daisies and different things. But I've often thought, yes, that'd be perfect for wildflowers. There's a mix down there.
Okay.
So it's probably what I'm going to do maybe next year, just to make some color, you know?
Yeah, if you ever need help, let me know.
It'd be great.
It'd be really
just
cool.
to see that.
Just more like just more color. It'd be
Of course.
so great.
I think it would be fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
Because we can't really, there's no water down there. We haven't put a water line in. So it'd be
Yeah.
whatever it is needs to be kind of on
Very
its own.
on its own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Survival of the
Yeah,
fittest.
that's it.
Exactly.
So, and then these are hops coming up.
Oh, they are hops.
Yes, we used to grow these for a neighbor would make beer. He still makes
Uh-huh.
beer, but I think he buys his own
my
hops
gosh.
flowers now.
Where does
but
it grow? All the way
I have
down
these
there.
pots, and they're mixed with clematis or clematis,
Smart, yeah.
So
Cool.
these are Louisia, which is a native, and they've been flowering for several months now. So pretty.
They're
They're
so
like
gorgeous.
yeah.
Do you have to take these inside?
You don't have to. I've got
Okay.
several in the garden. They don't like the wet in the winter, so a lot of people
Oh,
plant them
okay.
under the eaves. I've got them out in the front there, and they do fine.
They do fine.
This one I had in the greenhouse because it's in a little pot,
Mhm.
but it's happy, and so we
Yeah.
just have little.
So, quick question about the actual soil, because when we were talking about how this all used to be very much lawn, did it require a lot of composting?
Oh, we brought a lot in. The Tagro, have you heard of that? The Tacoma
No.
company, it's short for Tacoma Grow. That's sort of like they make their own kind of compost and things like that. So we go and get that. It's been piecemeal over the years, adding here and there. And
Yeah.
some areas had good soil already.
Yeah.
But if you start digging down like where they did for the pond, oh my goodness, it was
Was
like
it clay?
mucky clay with
Yeah.
big boulders. like big, like potato-sized rocks.
Oh my
It's like,
gosh.
oh.
Did they have to excavate a lot?
A certain amount,
Okay.
you could see how deep that was.
Right.
But they kind of added it here and there around, so we didn't have to actually, jettison the soil. We used it. I just had to amend that a lot to plant in it. So
Oh, sure.
that's why it's a little bit slow growing. But
Sure.
and then these supposed to be kitchen herb garden, but I've got so much stuff there. I had to have a rose.
Yeah.
That's not exactly an herb.
I mean, petals, technically, you could do something, culinary
Yeah,
with it.
and this,
on your
of course,
dahlias.
dahlias. And they, some of these are started in the greenhouse. Some of them are over there are from you.
Yeah.
So we'll come up, and then
Yeah.
there's some geums or however you pronounce that.
Yeah, I always say geum, and I think they're
Geum? I don't
one of the
know.
most beautiful perennials ever.
This is a blueberry plant that's just being so stingy with its blueberries.
Oh yeah, she
So
is. Come on.
I'm thinking about digging it out, putting it
Uh-huh.
somewhere else, and then planting more of your dahlias, or your
Oh
dahlias, I
yeah.
guess you pronounce it.
Yeah.
So,
Dahlias,
yeah,
dahlias.
these are some of yours.
Oh, good. You
Right
have
there.
Venus. This, if there was one that you were gonna grow, I was thinking, okay,
Yeah.
I don't know if she has space. I don't even know how many I sent you, but I was like,
It's
okay,
great. I loved them. Thank
yeah,
you.
she needs to grow Venus. You're gonna love that one.
Good.
She's
It's starting to poke
spectacular.
up.
It is. Yeah.
So they'll come. You know,
They'll
they
come.
usually.
They'll come.
And so, but I love the light catching on this.
So gorgeous. I love. Did you guys build these?
My husband did.
Oh my gosh.
Mr.
They're
Handyman again.
beautiful.
Yeah, he did.
I need to
these
talk to
beds.
Dirk. Let me know when he wants to come down to
That's
Portland.
right.
I
He
have
loves
questions.
woodworking and stuff like that.
sure.
So he'd love to have his own shop.
This is beautiful.
It's actually a variegated dove tree called
It is a dove
Lady
tree.
Sunshine, Davidia in
Are the
Balaclava.
flowers just as big?
Well, you know what? It hasn't flowered yet. It hasn't produced those bracts. That's okay.
That's
It's
okay.
Just, this is so
the
cool.
foliage is so
And
spectacular.
I tried to do it against the dark green. I need to trim that, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it's eye catching.
It is.
Makes the
Anything
species ready.
variegated is so
Yeah.
beautiful. Sergey just found a seedling in our garden, a variegated uh, acorn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, acorn tree. What are they called?
Oak.
Oak. Sorry, I was like, where did they come?
I like that acorn tree.
I'm like, what is it called? Oh my gosh, I lost my words. Anyways, but I'm gonna send you a picture. So
Okay.
we put it. We picked it up.
That's perfect.
I haven't seen one yet, so
Why not?
I am
Try
excited
that.
to see it.
Yeah,
This
so
is beautiful.
I was trying to create pockets, so with moss and different,
okay.
like the Asian saber fern is one of my favorites. It's shiny, it's evergreen, it's tough
Mm-hmm.
as nails. So I got that from Neil Sundquist up there in Polsbo.
Wow.
And these
okay.
are heartsung ferns. This is like, oh, I always forget. I just got that from Dan Hinckley.
Oh, did you?
So I think it's like a
Dan, I
medium
love
slice
it.
or something like that. But yes, you have to come back with a plant every time you go to Windcliff.
Yeah, you do. You
My
can't.
goodness, or Far Reaches. You have to come back with something
Yes,
cool.
you do have
I
to.
love their stuff.
Is this all then primarily shade here?
Yes, and then the sun usually goes behind the Doug fir around noon, midwinterly. So this is why we built the shade field in here. This was always the shadiest, coolest spot in the garden. The wind comes through, you know, and it's just from that whole afternoon. It could be 90-something degrees, and it'd feel so good in there.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's incredible.
So-
So what got you into gardening? We've been talking about plants this whole time, but like, what did it for you? Did your mom garden?
Yeah, actually,
This is
all my
fabulous,
family
by the
did
way.
it. Oh, yeah, isn't that
Yeah,
neat?
yeah,
These
sorry.
they look like golf balls
Yes,
right
they
before they
do.
opened up. So it's a evergreen hydrangea.
Wow.
I don't know if you saw the one on the side of our house,
No,
but
we'll
it
have to
climbs
see
up
it.
to the second story.
Yeah.
But I think it's my grandmother mostly did things to feed her family. You know, she lived through the Depression and stuff like that, so she grew mostly fruits and vegetables and things like that.
Sure.
My dad did too, and
Yeah.
my mom, when they moved back out to the Northwest to San Juan Island
Uh-huh.
back in early '90s, she decided to just start learning all about the plants here and do more of an ornamental gardener. And she's like, oh, I have to get an Acer Griseum. Look at that bark. I have to get this, you know. And so I learned a lot from her.
Oh, you
know?
did?
Yeah,
Okay.
And I don't know, it's a passion that we both share, I
Yeah.
guess, you know.
Oh my gosh.
So-
Well, good for you.
And then the more, like I said, the more organizations you join,
Yeah.
the more, things you learn, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden you're turned on to a whole different plant you never knew about, like
Yeah.
Sinalosis or something, or
Great.
Patience Mayana, or all these cool ferns. Oh,
Yeah.
and this
This
was
is cool. Yeah.
Flower
I
and
like
Garden
this.
Show. John McLaughlin, who's from Vashon Island, designer, great guy.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah,
He's
he's
fabulous.
so good with his. He knows his acorn trees.
Yes, he does. He
His oaks.
loves the acorn trees.
Anyway,
Oaks, you
so
guys.
he had a display in one of his a greenhouse that was actually a show garden, and he had a hanging log that had ferns and epiphytic ferns and orchids. I usually put an orchid on here too with the tillandsia and the moss.
Yeah.
I forgot to do that before you came, but anyway, this was a Jack Montii birch that we lost 3 of them. We had the bronze birch borer beetle that just destroyed them from the top
great.
down. They died, and it just killed us. So this is what my husband said, let's save some of the stumps and all that, and let's just display it. We still have
Yeah.
that in our garden.
Did you guys dig a hole in it? No?
It's just, there's actually a couple of wires up there that you can tuck things in that you don't see, but it's just sitting on top. That way it'll last longer too. I think if we dug a trench, it would probably break down faster.
Yeah, I would say it's probably just rot right
But,
through.
like this is going to flower a little tillandsia, and here's another poofy one up here.
Oh,
It's just
cute.
fun.
Yeah, they are fun. Oh, and they
So
just stay right up there. That's so perfect.
yeah,
Oh,
so
another one.
mm-hmm.
Stunning. Gosh, I
Yeah,
love
I've like I
these.
said, I've lost track of exactly which ones some of them are because I've
Yeah,
so many.
they're so
I
pretty.
should do like Dan and Jeannie Everett's and put tags at
They're
least.
so good at labeling
They
things.
are.
They're
They're
so good.
so organized.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, if you're a new gardener, let me ask you some advice for us baby gardeners that are like
Mhm.
still learning.
Mhm.
What is your recommendation? What do you tell somebody who's just getting started or trying to find their style
Mm.
of gardening?
Oh gosh. I mean, I don't know. I would say plant what appeals to you, what you like. Don't,
Yeah.
like, I mean, obviously you have to look at the site.
Yeah.
You can't force something that's not going to work and you're going to be fighting it. But, don't follow, I don't know. You don't have to follow the rules. You could, if it
Yeah.
makes you happy,
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
want to come outside and or see it through your window and it brings joy to you. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's your plant,
Sure.
But don't be afraid that you're going to make mistakes because you are. I
Right.
do. I still do. And it can be dug up, it can be changed,
Yeah. Yeah.
all of that. And sometimes you're like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
But you learn every time,
You do.
right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's a fun process. I don't
The
know.
garden does humble.
And
It humbles you and it teaches you,
yeah,
doesn't it? This is
absolutely.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
So
that's actually a
gorgeous.
weeping Japanese larch. There's European
Mm-hmm.
larches too. There's all different kinds,
Yeah.
but a deciduous conifer, it just comes out
Yeah.
feathery and soft.
It's beautiful. Okay, this is fabulous.
Yeah,
Tell me the story behind
I'll
this.
try to make it short.
Okay. This is crazy
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's. I was actually trying to get some stones from a landscaping company down in the valley,
Uh-huh.
and I typed into Google Maps. It took me on the turn too early, so I was back there with the big heavy equipment and all the big piles of bark and things like that. And the further back we went, it kind of got crazy looking and went into strange neighborhoods. And my daughter was like, "Turn around, turn around!" But that I saw it out when I was turning. I was like,
Uh-huh.
"This was in the bushes." Covered with all sorts of weeds and blackberry vines and whatnot. And it caught my eye because it was glistening. It was, rainy
Mm-hmm.
January, and you could see the furrows and burls. You can see all the beautiful. So we think maybe
Yes.
it's a big leaf maple because of the furrows, but because it would make probably beautiful vases or furniture. Who knows? But
Mm-hmm.
I just envisioned this in my garden. I
Yeah.
just thought I would love to have it be like a very natural sculpture.
Yeah.
So the girls would tease me. Mom's using her log, and I'd go down there and I'd commune with the log, and
Uh-huh.
no one seemed to know. I asked people around there, and finally found out that it belonged to it was on the property of the owner of the landscape company, because my husband said we cannot move this thing. It's way too heavy,
Sure.
and it was like 3,500 pounds because another big part, as you saw by the shade pavilion, came off it,
Yeah.
which we didn't even see, that was buried in the weeds. So it took some equipment, flatbed truck, and big Kubota, like a backhoe kind of thing. And the guy worked really hard to get it in place. And I think he was wondering, why does she want this? Because I think it was like in his way. And once he got it in, he asked to, walk around the garden, and he's like, now I get it. I see what,
Yeah.
I think it clicked.
So
But it
gorgeous.
was, yeah, it was actually, I mean, it worked out great because I think we did him a favor. He didn't really want it, and we
Yeah.
paid him for it, but it was very reasonable and
Yeah.
extremely reasonable.
Yeah.
And so I hope he comes back sometime to see it now it's planted up more.
Sure. It's so beautiful.
Jeweled chain fern,
Mm-hmm.
LaGuardia and Shimada coming out of it.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Does that retain the color all year round?
the new growth always does that. It comes out
Really?
like a brick red, and then it goes more into like a bronze. It's
Wow.
beautiful.
Holy cow.
So it's a great fern,
That's stunning.
evergreen.
I know we're wrapping up, but can
Yeah.
we talk about the over this
Oh, of course,
whole
we can go in
side
there too.
and
And
then like the outside because the whole curve
hmm
is
oh,
incredible.
okay, yeah,
Oh,
sure.
this is beautiful.
So this is just long covered entryway. But the
Yeah.
good thing is you still have a little bit of light. I don't know if you can see
Oh yeah.
across the
Oh my
water how it lights
gosh.
up. It's like a
Look at
little,
that.
I don't know, a tunnel where all the maples seem to light up. I don't know if you can
Oh,
pick that
Camille.
up on it.
Yes, we were talking about the rays coming through.
Well, it's nice too because, like if you're in the house in the dining room, you can just, I try to prune this so that you could have this vision, straight out
Oh,
there.
wow. Okay.
This is just a little shade area with some boulders and
Mm-hmm.
not through there, just very calming to look at, but it's mostly evergreen.
Okay.
So, you could sit there in the winter and have something to look at.
Sure. Did you guys put in the structure? No, it
This
was
was
here.
here.
Okay.
Stained glass was here.
Yeah.
So next year, I was thinking about maybe taking out the roadies and doing something different. On this side, we took them out and I put some bamboo in the quart and steel
Yeah, it's
containers.
beautiful.
So it gives it like an Asian look. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it goes well with the design of the house. I mean, it goes well, so well together. And so the water feature, I don't know if you guys are catching this, but it's on both sides. So it comes, the water, there's a waterfall here and on the other side.
A small one just comes down on this side. It's just a nice trickle for the sound, and it recirculates too. And that we had the idea for a waterfall, but we didn't realize we could put it both directions.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
The people who built it said, "Let's try."
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I like how it's just very like calm.
Oh yeah,
It's not loud, you know, it's
yeah,
just
we
very
made the
soothing.
one in the back a little bit more of a high flow because there's sometimes some valley traffic, you
Right.
know, down there.
Yeah.
But for out here, it's actually a very quiet neighborhood, and you can just come out here with a glass of wine and sit here and listen to that, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Who's this little guy right here? This little blue one?
This one here?
Yeah.
That is also prostrate blue noble fir.
Okay.
It's like some of the other ones I have. And it's you know, perfect little
It is.
needles there. And again, the steely blue is out here in the winter.
Yeah.
So you always have something to look at.
You do. So how big is the whole property? I didn't ask
It's
that
hard to
yet.
say. I'd say like 3/4 of an acre, maybe.
3/4, and that doesn't include the property down below.
No.
Wow, 3/4 of an acre. It feels
About-
way bigger.
Yeah, well, it's hard to say because they measure in from the street, you know, like 10 feet in and around. So, and then we do push out a little bit there, but we have a little bit of a, what do you call it, an access road that belongs to us. So it just sort of keeps going.
You plant so densely, which I can relate, and I absolutely love. Does it take a lot of manicuring every year? For example, like this trio right here. Do they behave pretty good?
Oh,
or
they're
do you...
fine. These are
Okay.
slow-growing mountain hemlocks. We put these, actually planted those ourselves a number of years ago, and they're slow-growing, but we've never even done a single branch or prune to it, you know, just let them go naturally, and they've been fine.
Okay.
You know, some other ones I probably should get on more, you know, like taking out a leader in the conifer or candle pruning.
Yeah.
This maple, I love it, but I think I'm losing it. It's so many branches have died over the years from that verticillium wilt.
Yeah.
And I hang Christmas ornaments on it, and
It's
I just
gorgeous.
love it, and it's so pretty in the fall. But I'm trying to, you know, keep it watered and keep it less stressed. But it's very sparse, as you can see.
Yeah, I can see also this branch over here, right?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
So we'll see what happens to it. But like, for example, when I put this in, I mean, it was, you know, it's in a little pot,
tiny,
right?
yeah.
And all of a sudden, kaboom.
Yeah.
And it's, so I probably have to, you know, either trim it or rescue that, you know, berberis there because, you know, it starts to, but I love how it just, I don't know, I love when plants overlap like they do in nature.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people like to have their separation and I don't know. I love it more natural like this. I'm working on getting more ground cover.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, that's that icy blue again. You see it even creeps over the rocks, which is nice. And then this is, I'm trying to think of what that is, but I love how it just drapes too.
It does
so,
nicely. Is it soft? It's a little bit firmer. Oh, that's nice. It still has a very soft look to it.
Yeah, and I need to plant more annuals in that pot for the neighbors. But yeah, I had tulips in it for the spring, and I just haven't replotted much.
Yeah.
But no, it's kind of nice. Just like out here, though, I don't get out here to water that much, and it's, you know, gets a lot of sun in the afternoon, so it has to be pretty tough.
Sure.
Like, I mean, this is done really well. This is a dwarf deodar cedar. It's doing great.
Yeah. Is that one of the requirements? Like when you're buying plants for certain areas of the garden, do you try to buy drought tolerant or things?
Some for out front for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
Oh,
it's just
stunning.
less work for me, and then yeah, it's just nice when. So I'll probably, this is a scarlet fire dogwood, and it's getting a little bit, you know, this is a Arizona chaparral cypress. That's a deodar cedar that I planted. Both of those I planted when they were just so little.
Just babies, huh?
Yeah, just in 2019, so it's not that,
wow.
those were tiny.
Yeah.
But it's getting a little crowded, and I thought where the other tree that was dying from verticillium wilt, I could put this dogwood.
Oh, this one over there.
Yeah, because
totally.
it's resistant to that, and then I could enjoy it more.
And then you have an open space for something else.
Of course.
It's always like a
Well,
a bittersweet moment when you lose a tree.
Yeah, and then some people, like I think Dan Everett's referred to it as like exit strategy, like if something gets too big. I was like, I love that phrase. I don't really have that many because I'm like, I want to keep it.
Yeah.
So, you know, some things might be
Yeah.
too densely planted. You know, and some things, I don't know, I might change. Like, I'm not sure I like that Pieris there. I brought it from the backyard.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, constantly.
Every year it's different, right? You get excited about something every year. This is really beautiful too.
Yeah, this one, I'm trying to think, it's the Deodorus. Yeah, it might be, it's not silver, snow sprite, I think.
Snow
I think
Sprite.
it's snow sprite.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
and it just has that beautiful white. It's kind of
It,
ghostly, you know, so
it is
it
ghostly
lights up
looking. Yeah.
nicely.
Do you prune your cypress to be this open, or
No,
does it
that's the way
naturally
it's
grow?
just growing that way.
Growing like that?
And
Okay.
you can prune it and shear it more to make it a little more of a tight, you know, and bushy.
Right.
I've seen that too.
We have an Arizona cypress. It's
Mhm.
nothing like wow, but this year our arborist Eduardo, I asked him. First of all, I was leaning, and he came in and he did that,
Oh,
and it's
yes.
fabulous. I
Yeah.
love when you can take plants and you shape it into something different. You know, so
Exactly.
stunning, Camille.
Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah. So,
If you had
and
to
then,
pick, oh, sorry, go
oh, I
ahead,
know.
go
And
ahead.
this is a blue magoo.
Blue
It's,
Magoo.
gosh, Talon Buchholz came to visit with the Maple Society, and that was one of his introductions.
Oh, he
Pycia. Yeah.
does. So are these available? Does he sell them? Do you know?
No, well, you know, he sold, he
Oh, he
retired,
sold.
so
Yeah.
to Mr. Maple. I don't know, but they talked about coming back to get some cuttings. I'm like, absolutely.
Oh, Mr.
But,
Maple. I know you're watching.
but no, it's just, I just love it. It's very graceful looking because it has a little bit of
Yeah.
a drape to the branch tips, you know?
I love it.
So,
It's stunning.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. If you had to take if you could only take one tree in
Oh,
your property, who's
oh
your
my
favorite? Do you have a
goodness.
favorite? I
Oh
know
my
that's a
gosh.
terrible question, but I'm always curious.
It might be this crazy one right
Oh, really?
here. I don't
Okay.
know. It's like,
uh,
oh, because it was like, you know, like I said, it was just like,
yeah.
it's so happy now. It's so full, but
Yeah.
it was this tiny little thing that was so struggling. Like I said, Charlie Roundtree.
Yeah.
We've seen it thrive over the years, and it really honestly should be going straight up and then kind of having that weeping
Hmm.
habit. But it's unique the fact that we found it this way, pushed on its side in the back of a nursery, neglected,
Yeah.
and gave it a chance, and now
It's
it's
stunning.
happy.
It's
So,
so stunning. And look at the growth. I don't know if you guys can see the new growth. Look at this is all new growth this year. Look at that.
oh yeah, I know
It's
that's true. Well, we've
fabulous.
got it. My husband has a little wired, so it's just because it's
Oh,
gonna go
does
like,
he?
take over our driveway.
Oh my gosh, you can't even see
But
it.
I love how it just, you know,
Yeah.
contrasts with the golden of the juniper, and
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just sort of it's sort of a, I don't know, an animated kind of tree in a way to have it out here. It brings me home, and I
It
don't
does.
know. It's
There's trees in your garden
I
that you just smile when you
yes,
see it
and
every time.
it's probably not everyone's cup of tea. I mean, I love the weeping sequoia. My brothers think it's weird, you know,
Yeah.
but like, you're wrong. You're anyway,
Yeah.
so everyone
Yeah.
has a different feel for things, and you know, that's what makes the world go round. We don't
Yeah.
all like the same things, you know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So since you are the gardener and you don't have help, which is
Yeah.
incredible, I love that about you. You're such a
Yeah.
go-getter.
Yeah.
What is your favorite task to do in the garden? Like what do you find yourself like when it's time to do it, you enjoy it?
Mm. Well, I mean, it sounds weird, but I go around with my little clippers and I
Uh-huh.
like deadheading, but also finding like yellow leaves and different things because you
Yeah.
get up and close with plants and you really see how they're doing, you know?
Yeah,
And
sure.
you just, I mean, I don't make it manicured, I can't do that
Yeah.
really, but I do like going around that. And then I always get ideas like, I want
Yeah.
to move this here, or I want to add that, there, you know?
Yeah. I
So
love that.
it's creative and it's fun, and
Yeah,
it's just fun to be out here. Yeah.
sure. Do you fertilize every spring or is it pretty hands off at this point?
Yeah, I mean, out here, I don't think I've ever fertilized it. I mean, we put good soil in to
Oh,
start with on the berm.
yeah.
I try to do that, like I said, that tag row kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and kind of toss it under things.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put maybe some fertilizer on my annuals in the pots. I haven't
Oh,
done that
sure.
yet.
Okay. Yeah.
But, you know, and I make leaf mold. Have you heard of that?
Oh no.
We
Leaf
have
mold?
mold. Yeah, it
Oh
sounds
no.
kind of gross, but it's actually not.
Yeah.
We have so many Japanese maples, so I leave the leaves in the beds over the winter for the critters.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're on the path or like on the driveway or the lawn,
Yeah.
I just rake them all up, put them in big garbage bags,
Uh-huh.
poke holes in them so that the air and the water can get in.
Yeah.
And I put them behind our pool fence out of sight.
Yeah.
And you can turn them once in a while, but about a year or so later, you've got that stuff that's in the forest. It breaks down into duff, you know,
Oh,
which is naturally what occurs.
yeah.
And I top dress a lot of my beds with that, and it helps retain moisture. It adds, you know, I'm not sure how much nutrition, but
Yeah.
it feels good because, like, I made this, it's natural, and I
Yeah.
didn't throw it away, you know.
Oh,
So,
fat. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
yeah,
That's really, really
something
cool.
fun, a fun project.
Wow, Camille, this is just too much. This is too good. I never imagined it being this beautiful. We have to wrap up the tour. I don't want to. Strick is like, we still have so much to film. So I'm sure we're gonna walk around another two times. I don't know.
So look outside to see a strange man at midnight.
Yeah,
Start
start getting that final footage, just getting all of it as much as we can. Thank you so much for opening up your beautiful garden to us.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, it was a treat.
absolutely. It was just so magnificent. I'm walking away with so much inspiration for layering, texture, more evergreens, more maples, and more interesting plants. I'm just so excited to start incorporating your design ideas on, oh my gosh, the water feature.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them were spectacular. So anyways, you guys can follow Camille on social media. She has the most beautiful Instagram grid that you have seen. It's so curated so perfectly. I always look forward to seeing the pictures that you post. Yeah, she's very generous with her photos and sharing information. So make sure you follow her on Instagram. I'll make sure to add all of her details down in the description box. Highly recommend, especially if you want to be inspired and then see what she's up to.
Very kind.
Yeah, and her travels, you guys, it's so good. So anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today in Camille's garden, and I will see you guys in our next video. Bye-bye.
Thank you.